Well, hey everybody, it's Paul. Welcome to the channel. I thought we would talk about trucks for a little while. You know, it was 2 months ago that I bought a Dodge Ram 1500 2019 4x4. It only had 14,000 miles on it at the time, and if you guys remember, we went back and forth with the dealer and we finally got it for $39,900, 2019 with 14,000 miles. Now, like in just 2 months, and this is part I can't believe, it has pushing 20,000. It's 19.6 or 19.8, something like that. It's like 5,000 miles in no time. It's just crazy how that adds up. Now, a little bit of history. You guys know I've always driven a 3/4 ton, like a F250 or a Ram 2500. That's what I'm used to, and we went down to a 1500, a half ton. And I gotta say, and Ben is the big noticer of it, is just how lower to the ground it is than what we're used to, you know, which I thought, hey, that's pretty nice, you know. Not getting any younger, it's easier to get into and the ride's gonna be better. But in a way, you kind of miss that setting up high kind of feel, I've noticed. And let's just cut to the chase. Here's the funny thing. The way the chip shortage is right now, I put in my vehicle that I paid $39,900 for at CarMax. They're going to give me $41,400, and I put on 5,000 miles. Now that is crazy. That to me seems like a pretty good deal, but that leaves me with no truck. So we've been looking at and thinking about all this time, because you know, we take that trailer and we load it up. The 1500 manages it, but that's about the max, you know. We don't put anything in the bed of the truck. We don't overload the trailer too much. So we were thinking, wow, if we got a 3/4 ton, we could really load up the trailer, because the trailer has 7,000 pound capacity. The trailer itself weighs 2,000 pounds. And we're like, you know, that would be kind of nice. So let me show you some math. Okay, the total payload capacity of my truck is 1,500 pounds. Now that is everything that includes the passengers, the fuel, the ton weight of the trailer cannot exceed 1,500 pounds. Okay, so they say use 15% of your trailer weight as the ton weight. Okay, so my trailer itself weighs 2,000 pounds. So let's say we just put a load in there. It has its capacity, it can handle 7,000. But let's just say we don't put that in it. Let's just say, for instance, we just put 3,000. Very conservative. So we're going to say the load in the trailer is 3,000. And the weight of the trailer is 2,000. So that gives us 5,000. Okay. So now there, 10% is 500. 15% would be 750. We'll call this ton weight load is going to be 750. Let's just break that down as me. I'll say 300. Ben, going a little high, let's just call 250. And let's say sis, say 150 to keep it round numbers. So that's going to be 0, 0, and 1, 5, 6, 7. All right. So far we've got, now that pretty much maxes us out with a little bit of fuel. You're right at it. You can see how it adds up. If you got, say, 3 people and some fuel and not even a half-loaded trailer, you are at max capacity. So I don't think you have to be a rocket scientist to see how quickly the capacity on the 1500, it can do what we were doing, because it was, number one, just me and Ben. We didn't have any other passengers. Number two, we didn't put anything in the bed of the truck, so we have a 6.5-foot bed that's just empty. And we were taking it easy with the trailer. We weren't really loading up the trailer at all. And I have a tongue weight scale and everything, which was only like $100, something like that, which tells you exactly how much weight is on the tongue. So we were keeping it very conservative. And the truck handled it fine. I would not do anything that was at all dangerous or whatever, but you could feel that you are basically at the maximum capacity, because the Ram 1500 does not have leaf springs. It has coil springs, so it gives you a nicer ride going down the road. But when you are towing, that then becomes like a disadvantage, because leaf springs, can handle the weight so much easier. So that being said, I can get like the AZ plan, whatever, one of those plans on a new Ford, which to me, the Ford, it kind of bugs me because the way they have the dip down on the window, the handle, the door assembly, whatever, kind of hits my leg, but I guess I'll be able to live through that. The Ram cab was so much better, I thought. But there just aren't, a lot of used Rams to choose from. And number two, the Ram is, the 1500s are made here, but the 2500s are made in Mexico. The Fords are made here, so I'd kind of like to support, the American workers, obviously. So that comes into it. The AZ plan pricing comes into it. The CarMax pricing comes into this whole thing. So I'm seriously thinking, and this is the thing, it looks like I may go back to getting a diesel, which I bought on my original F250 way back in 1992. Can you believe that? 1992, I bought a brand new F250 right off the lot, 22,200 out the door. Those were the days. Had the 7.3 liter. Of course, now they have the Power Stroke. But so anyways, let me know what you think. Would you get a diesel? Would you stay away from the diesel? The diesel is an option that costs more, but when you turn it in, it certainly has that value coming back to you from what I've seen. So you pay more up front, but you get more out the back, and it's got a 5-year, it's got a better warranty on the engine. So now here, diesel's a slight premium as far as fuel goes, but when you're towing, of course, you get the power and you get the better mileage and hopefully less maintenance fees. So it looks like I may put in an order for a F250 Super Duty. And it'll be interesting to compare that against the Ram. My last vehicle was a Ram 2500. It was a stick, which I loved, which I just sold that. And then I bought the Ram 1500, which I love. It's got a quiet cab, roomy, takes that trailer down the road, but is feeling like it's maxed out. So for not a whole lot more, I can go to 0 miles from about 20,000 miles with a lot stronger truck, bigger truck, more capable truck. Let me know what you guys think. Is it crazy? Does it sound good? Is it kind of meh? I'm always interested to hear what your thoughts. Would you guys look at a diesel? Or are you strictly gas? I love the interaction. I like to hear what you guys have to say. So let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for listening to my videos. I much appreciate it. Till next time, we'll see yous.